Hey Nolan, can you talk about the come from behind win today? There was a point where you almost got put on your back, but then you turned it around and put him to his back. How did you fight back to get that win, and how have you really come along this season from last season?
I'd say that we were both kind of out there taking risks. He went for inside trip, and he went for a belly to belly, and I went for a inside leg wrap throw. So I mean, we're kind of just out there going, and when you go, things happen, and happen in my favor this time, and we'll see each other again.
Alex, you had 9 of the team's 16 total takedowns. What do you tell the guys in the next practice, to learn from something like this?
Luckily, it's still in January, so we got a lot of work to do. But we got to get back to that Oklahoma State style. Keep attacking. Staying broken down your stance, but going forward. And I think if we do that by March, I think we'll be where we need to be.
Start to finish.
Well, a lot of thoughts, but when it comes down to the end, it just physically a little bit tougher than us, and it just didn't seem like we competed hard enough to really earn some of those matches that we had an opportunity to win. It just came down to one reason or another, just didn't seem to have the fight we needed. So that's the gap right now between definitely Iowa and Oklahoma State, and there's a reason why they're ranked number 1. So and really it came down to fight, position, and kind of the demeanor on the mat is what I felt like it wasn't much of a demeanor from our standpoint, like we were out there ready to scrap it up and go 7 minutes.
Can you talk about Nolan Boyd, that one big bright spot on the day, how he has been in the tournaments and past duels this year, how he's really kind of lit the fire for big wins, and how he got a big win today. Talk about
it was a good win. It was a good win, and his knowing where he was at, and picking up a takedown at the end was good to see. I don't think he was the only one. I think 33 had a lot of fight out of our true freshman Gary Wayne Harding. Stepping out and right now just a little bit overclassed. I think that's something that hopefully we can get that gap closed a little bit for him, where he can be competitive at the end. But good win for Nolan, and he's had some bright moments throughout the year. We're a lot better team. We probably made them look a lot better than what they are too. So, but it definitely gives us an opportunity to get a lot better from here on out.
Can you talk about what happened with Kending in his match, whether it was lack of energy or?
Well, I think he's been sick all week, but it'd been great to see somebody sick all week win. I mean, it's easy to say I was sick and lose. I mean, would it be pretty nice to see that you were sick and you win? So we'll leave it at that.
How frustrating was the 141 match? Because you guys, Heel was winning with less than a minute to go, and then got them.
Yeah, I saw that. Same thing. You can go back to youth, but every time you go back to youth and talk about youth with Dean Heil, freshman at 41, you just give him more reasons to not perform. So, in the end, there's some things he needs to clean up all the way around before you even get to the match. And I'd like to see him continue doing that. I think that him doing a better job with his weight is going to make a difference, and being able to sustain his conditioning in the match. And I think when it came down to it, he got a little bit sideways with a tough match and didn't want to, know how to react when it was critical. You know, when the guy's closing the gap a little bit on you and you need to react rather than, diving in, trying to hold on to a leg and trying to do the minimum to win. You need to do the maximum. Pick up another takedown, close the match out. So there's definitely time on our side with him, so it's just in the end, they're a better team than us. There's no question, and I knew that going in, they were quite a bit better than us. But we made them look better than what they are, and I'm not going to take anything from them. They're a good team. I don't think that, put it this way, I don't think we're that bad of a team, and that's what we look tonight.
The arena kind of went quiet after Dean's match.
Well, sure. I mean, you
How
lose
much-
3 straight matches, and then Kende gets up and loses, and Colica gets up and loses, and it'll get quiet, So we didn't really give them any reason to cheer.
John, are you more mad, disappointed, or more determined to go in?
I'm not. I know what I'm working with, and we are a better team and than what we competed, and we just got to continue to work to bring that out. It's are we an NCAA championship threat? No. Will we be? Most likely not. Does that mean that we can't focus on having the best performance and making sure that we utilize this season to have individual champions and make a showing at the NCAA? Absolutely. So it's just a team right now that needs to continue to develop and continue to focus. And maybe in a month or a month and a half, I might feel differently about our opportunities. But we got a lot of wrestling left, and we got a lot of learning to do. So, we not everything's about the NCAA championships. It's about development right now, and that's what we have to make sure that's occurring in our program.